We are about to travel to see my mom tomorrow and then Homestead Fest in Tennessee. It's hard to eat healthy when you travel, and we insist on healthy, so that means, well, a lamb stew. Well, we still gotta make tonight's supper, a beef short ribs, and then a traditional beef stew. We were trying to think about one pot meals that we could have while we go, and meals that we could leave where we're staying, put them in this little thermos, and that's all you need. Hopefully I have enough Dutch oven arrangements. We have this little 5-quart. We have our frying one. I can maybe get the oil out of there for a minute. How many quarts is that? It's probably 5 or 6. Stove, which is probably a dozen quarts. We're gonna have 3 roasts going at once. Thankfully, this is a mega homestead house and we have 4 ovens. First up, lamb stew. Salt, pepper, onion, carrots, celery, garlic, crushed tomatoes, rosemary, bay leaf, paprika, thyme, olive oil, red wine, Dutch oven. Rebecca recently has done a nice job. She got us a label maker. We have to do spices in pint-sized jar. We go through them that much. It's a lot easier to see them when you have a label on the side and the top, so you can easily go through these things. And that's a big game changer because getting out spices has been the struggle in the past, and that makes it so much easier. Got a couple of lamb legs from the farm. It's the last. We've never tried a lamb stew, so we'll see how this goes. We normally just roast this, but now we're gonna cube it and turn it to a stew. Trick is not cutting the bone. There's a bone here, and then there's one here. Don't want to do them on, and then there's one there. It won't be the end of the world if I don't get so close to that, because we're gonna cook it in the bone, so we'll still get that meat. Just won't have it in nice little, cute little cubes. 2 things from that. Took a lot longer than I expected, maybe 30 minutes, and I got less meat, 41 ounces. Okay, about 2 pounds. It's kind of 1 meal for us. All right, now we got our cubes. Let's dry them off. Basically, we need 4 lambs. 4 lamb legs for a meal, because we like to have a meal, and then we like to have leftovers. This will be enough for 1 meal. It's really just supplemental. We're staying with someone and they want to feed us. So this is just when we can't eat with them. For doing this, I found I just put some on and kind of roll it down. A lot of this lamb leg is stringy, so this is going to be really good, what's left. Season with 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to sear it. I always wondered, shouldn't I sear it in a different pan? Not all of them hit the surface. But you do want that sizzle as soon as you put it in there. This said don't overcrowd. All right, then we'll do this. Maybe we'll do a batch at a time. There we go. That's better. We'll just need a bowl for the finished stuff. I feel a little anxious not being out on the farm. But I know the kids have it. They're just in a different stage. For 20 years, I had to be out on the farm for anything to happen. So it's a little weird. Here they are. They're coming. I hear the pans clanging. Breakfast is ready, guys. And Gideon made the breakfast. What is this? Lily, you gotta make bread today. 2 loaves.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
We gotta make our own gluten-free bread. I guess we can highlight that too. You can do that this morning. The project today is getting ready for this trip. It's a lot when you bring your own food. I guess it wasn't hot enough. Come on, sear it, sear it. I didn't get the pan hot enough. I'm always bad about that. I kind of feel like a handful of celery is enough. I'm not gonna do what they called for. I'm going off the draw, y'all. Let's do another carrot, huh? No. Oh yeah. An onion. Okay, so we have some veggies, maybe a pound. So 3 pounds of food. All right.
Are we taking our abundance plus tent, Papa?
Yes. Can you go load all that? That would help me a lot. Go through all that stuff over there. Oh my word, if he could load our tent and our books. John, there's stuff in the barn too. That'd be fantastic. I'm getting excited. Look at this. Ooh, one reason I get anxious in here cooking while the kids are out doing chores is it's just different, and change is just different. It's good, but it's just it's different. It's a challenge to your mind. Rebecca's in there handling the logistics, working on the computer. And plus when I'm cooking the food, this is the food we grew, right? Mixed cook. Let's check it though, let's not burn it. I know this is the burn it up cooking show, but we literally don't want to burn the food. They could use a little bit more. Constantly I have to remind myself, this is important. It's not the most important thing. Like Shay Elliott said when we were visiting her in the Great American Farm Tour, she's a fabulous cook, some of the best food we had in the country.
What's the point of having all this delicious food if you're not gonna like do your best to enjoy it? There should be wine, there should be celebration.
Wants us to brown the legs. Oh wow, that was quick. Don't be tempted to skip this step. The searing will lock in the flavor. We need to prep the garlic. Let's do this. Veggies, here we come. Garlic comes last. It just takes a few minutes. All right, next step. This is gonna add flavor and bulk to the soup. To the stew. Half of this. That's to scrape up our the bottom. I guess the garlic will we won't sear the garlic, it'll be fine. Let's take a minute and put our seasonings together. A couple teaspoons of rosemary and then thyme, and then now we're gonna do a bay leaf. Teaspoon smoked paprika. Salt and pepper to taste, what is that? I don't know. Just tell me. Imagine I'm taking the dish and salting it. How much would I put on there? Half of this is 1 can.
I would say, yeah.
You know the tricks.
Okay, so go like right here, and then you just go.
Really? That's where the rib for the thread is. You wedged it up from the little
Yeah, you
glass
kind of get
thread.
leverage here.
Oh. How do you know all these tricks?
Meg Holler told me that one.
Where was I when she was learning that? Put half of this in. Whoops. I call this the burn it up cooking show because it's the cooking show for the rest of us. They don't go perfect all the time. Let's put everything back in. Oh boy, now I hope we can fit it. Now we gotta get some broth in there. Had some frozen and super cubes. Let it come to a boil, then we're gonna reduce heat and let it cook for a couple of hours. Start seeing flame under there. I guess that means you're juicing out. And we can turn it down now. It's boiling. That's what we wanted. So now we're just gonna simmer until the meat is just super tender. We're thinking about 2-ish hours. Don't mind my shirt change here. Just say no, just say no. The beautiful one is like, that's one of your 2 nice shirts that you have to wear at the event. Let me have that, let me wash that. For supper, I'm gonna go a little more simple. Let's just do short ribs, Paula Deen style. Sear them, salt them, let them cook in the oven forever. Low and slow. Hey, come here, let me see your fit. Oh my word. Helmet, backpack. Let me see these shoes. Flip-flops, cowgirl boots. I like it. These turned out really nice. I'm thinking, why did I not do the aromatics of the vegetables and stuff with this one? I think it's because this is tonight's supper, and we're gonna be able to have sides. The lamb, which is simmering nicely, is a 1 dish meal. So, how's your baking going, Lily?
Good.
What's this?
That is the xanthan, what's that,
Xanthium gum?
psyllium.
Oh, psyllium husk. What's this?
That is the yeast and the honey and the milk.
Okay. I am hoping I can fit all these short ribs back in here. Impressive. You ever seen that video where the professor's like, is that full? Yeah, that's full. And then he pours in marbles, something smaller, and then is that full? Yeah, it's full. And then more. I'll still play that.
Is this jar full?
Liquid broth, get rid of that. Now's the time for a little more salt and pepper. Assuming that'll melt down and this lid will shut. I'm gonna do 250, it's only 10:30. This is supper, so. We'll check this in a minute to make sure this comes down. We don't want it to evaporate everything that's in it. Right now, the frozen broth is holding it up. Lily, make sure that it's slide off the table.
I will. I'm proud of my bread. This is the first time I've ever made bread.
Yeah?
I made like biscuits and like burger things. I make burger buns, but I never made like actual.
It's looking good.
Yeah.
Good job. Lid is secure. 2 meals down, 1 to go. The butcher already cut some packages for stew beef. That's great. That's a lot of the work. I'm gonna cut up a couple of chuck roasts for stew meat. I'm gonna need to take a seat over here. My knees and feet are killing me. Got my stew cut up. We are moving on. A lot of the same seasonings, basically the same seasoning. Optional, 1 cup kale. Grok did not read my shirt. Salt, pepper, crushed tomatoes, bay leaves, rosemary, thyme, smoked paprika. Got my stew ready to go, but now we need to fix lunch. You going on a town run?
I am. I have things to do.
We're breaking out the big boy cow handle and all. This is a record. 3 Dutch ovens at once. Bacon grease. Let's prep some other stuff for the trip. Just cut up cucumbers. I think Lily's bread's done. What do you think? Looks good. Cured my veggies, garlic, 8 pot, crushed tomatoes. I am finally done-ish. Lamb is full off the bone. I've gotten the bone out. Look at your bread.
I know, it's so good.
That's perfect. Half a gallon of lamb stew. And it's that supper time. Yeah, I guess it's a cooking show today, isn't it? Sweet potatoes, cubed. 3 tablespoons avocado oil, teaspoon rosemary, teaspoon smoked paprika, teaspoon salt, half a teaspoon black pepper. One of our favorite dishes we discovered on the Great American Farm Tour. That is Brussels sprouts in a maple syrup glaze. And this time, Grok is telling us we got an optional walnut for a crunch. I think that'd be really good. First thing we do is peel off this outer weird shell, and then we're gonna split it in half. And there we go, we're ready. Got our Brussels sprouts cut up. Let's now make the maple syrup glaze. About 1/4 of a cup of maple syrup. That's the key sauce right there. 2 tablespoons balsamic vinegar, teaspoon Dijon mustard. All right, sweet potatoes incoming. And I got my Brussels sprouts going. How was town?
It was town.
Welcome to my office.
Good. I know. I'm excited.
Tell how it comes out. Tell us how
Wow, look at Lily. Looks good.
Lily crushed
You
it.
did a great job on the bread.
Your favorite, Brussels
I
sprouts.
know. I'm very excited.
And it.
Wow. Short ribs?
Yep.
Yum.
Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Thankfully I remembered. Put the beef stew in some jars. We're gonna put it in the fridge. We're ready for our trip. I've been in the kitchen all day, literally. But that's what it's all about, right? Happy day.